now.
Hello! Egg up, Digi-Doods.
Oh my god, you're such a nerd.
You're welcome.
Okay. So, how's everybody doing today?
Tired.
I feel that.
Like a personal problem.
It is.
It is exceptionally a personal
I
problem.
wake up, I work, like, how could I just keep doing this to myself?
Because you
It gotta stop somewhere.
because you hate yourself.
Yeah.
I do too, don't worry.
And Digimon's not cheap.
It's not cheap, which is unfortunate. Super unfortunate that nowadays to buy a decent deck you need to spend $100 instead of $50. So
I want to say something real quick.
sure.
I think we should greet our special guest today. The cat to Logan's right that matches his mug.
Oh.
I think we should greet them. See, look, special guest.
Her name's
That's all.
Yorichi. She's named after the chick from Bleach.
What was the name?
Yorichi.
Yorichi.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like you bit your tongue saying Luigi.
Yeah, totally.
Luigi!
But yeah, that's one of my black cats. The other one's named Raven.
That's cool.
Yeah, I saved her from being shot in the fucking head apparently.
Yeesh.
Yeah.
Can't wait for the black cat tier list when there's only 2 cats on the tier list.
My other one is just a calico and she's fat as hell. Her name's Kerrigan. She's named
yeah,
after
yeah.
that one right there.
StarCraft 2 reference.
Yeah, right. I named her after Kerrigan. Alright. But moving on to our topic list for the week. This past Sunday, well, I mean, I went to 2 of them, but because I'm cool like that.
You had to go today.
Yeah. We had our Double Typhoon pre-release at our locals. So,
Did we?
yeah.
Yeah.
It was just yesterday, Urban.
Believe it or not,
You were there.
time flies.
It's crazy how you were there.
I don't remember.
My man's in last year.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah.
Not 2025?
Last Friday though, I went to the Huntsville's Double Typhoon tournament, and I played Bloomlord there, and I came in 4th, which is not bad. But I came in 1st for this one, and I played the new Mega Gargo Bunny deck Majiggy. So that was fun. It was really awesome. I got a cool bunny card. It was really nice.
Shoot, talking about cool bunny cards, that ace alone is a cool bunny card. You kidding me?
It's a fucking it's an Ava card. It's an Evangelion. Oh, gamer. But
I just finished that show again today.
it's such a good show.
Oh, so
Did you watch the
I've
movie?
been making.
bad.
We're doing that next. I've been making Jessica watch it. She's like,
Oh.
it's like it gets better.
It gets so much better. It gets so much worse.
Right?
For round 1 for me, I faced Mr. Urban himself. Is that why you were late, Urban? Did you cut your hair?
No. I mean, yeah, but not why I'm late.
No.
I just noticed that your hair is different.
Yeah, you
Family
didn't
over.
I mean, he didn't have it yesterday. That's for sure. He must have just got it done today.
He's looking fresh.
He's looking fresh with his chain. He's so cool. I want to be just like him with his blue
Group change
ukulele.
round.
We wish we could.
Yeah.
We could never.
Yeah.
Yeah, but round 1 was against Mr. Urban. He was playing Bugs. Pre get good.
Go.
Yeah.
They did all right.
It did all right. I wish he was more informative. That's all I'll say about that, Mister. Oh yeah, you didn't ask.
Yeah, you didn't ask.
Yeah, and it didn't change anything either. I still owed you.
Barely.
It
Did-
just proved that you need to ask your opponent what their card does, so
Yeah.
that way they
Yeah.
can learn.
So
Like,
whenever he said you didn't ask, Malik did the exact same thing to me, and I was like, I'm gonna take a page out of Urban's book. You didn't ask, and Malik proceeds to turn his head towards Urban and bitch at Urban for doing that, but not me. I fucking love that for like a
You don't
good
ask.
5 minutes.
everyone just
I always
passes
ask.
online.
I know. For some odd reason, I just figured you would just tell me. But anyways, still 2-0'd you. It's okay though.
I do. You just don't pay attention.
Yeah. Uh-huh. But round 2, I faced Izzy's Rosemon, and the poor man was just bricking so hard. It was just really pitiful. I really felt bad.
Hard to believe in that deck. Because you have a bunch of like low costs. Like at most, you're paying a lot for like some of the level 5s and level 6s.
Well, so I was confused. There was multiple times where I saw him reveal the Lilymon Ace and just not take it.
What?
So I'm like, I honestly think that it was just he wasn't used to playing the deck, probably.
I think that could be another thing. Is like everyone is still kind of finding how they like the ace cards, and he could not be a fan of it.
That's true. That's true. But I mean, I was playing bunnies, and all of my rapid mons are no, they're 7,000. They're 7,000, so he couldn't have bomb decked them. But he could have suspended them though. But it's whatever. But it was an easy 2-0. He just couldn't find his priestess. I felt bad about it. Third round though was against Malik himself, and he was playing Rosemon, and he actually was playing it like it was supposed to. But once again, the man was like, I keep bricking. Like, it's just his excuse. And I'm like, okay, that's fine.
Curiosity, were they both running X anybody variants, or were they going low burst?
Izzy, actually, no, both of them were running the X antibodies, and their top end was a Quartzmon. It's specifically because Rosemon Burst Mode only says Rosemon, not Rosemon in name, so X antibody don't count. That's specific.
I see.
Yeah, that's why. Which
I
I'm
haven't
like,
really looked at that much. That is interesting to know.
you can still Digivolve over. You just don't get the burst with the Yoshino. So it's burst mode is basically just poor man's Quartzmon at that point. So I'm like, oh, okay. But yeah. Speaking of, well, another green deck, Urban, how was your matches?
Who did I play second?
I don't know. Who did you play second?
I don't know.
If you pull up the handy dandy
Does it
match
show?
history lists.
It does, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing we discovered.
Oh, I played Brian second.
You did play
What is
Brian. Yeah, one of our new
It
players.
is Bunny deck.
Yeah, he just had the one bunny deck, but it was still powerful. The aces are just absolutely cracked.
That's so cheese.
Yeah.
You can just blast from your level 4 to level 6.
Because it just says Rapidmon. And then you get even more value because if you go into the level 5 Rapidmon, you not only Digivolve one of your opponent's stuff, but then you also just can't be affected by any effects of your opponent's Digimon. And then you blast into the Mega Gargomon to even get you more value. It's absolutely stupid.
If I'm correct, doesn't the Rapidmon, the level 5 one, have an ability in the inheritable to where like you gain a memory, you do something crazy?
No, it's it's the same thing as the Metal RENAMON. Whenever you delete something, trash
What are you
talk.
talking about? That's insane.
Yeah, it's so good.
And then the
Trashing is the
Blossom
best thing.
too, like,
Yeah, the fact that trashing is like the most powerful thing in the game because no effects go off is so good.
brother, you don't know what your own deck is smoking.
Who was your third match, Urban?
Jade.
Jay, yeah, that's right. And Jay was just running life support bunnies.
Yeah. I beat him 2-0.
Yeah, he joined in late, and he got the round 1 loss. So, but he did a practice game with Izzy. He did stuff. He took a game off of Cole's Dia Rabbit deck. So that made Cole place 4th. Yeah, I think he plays 4th. Which he did all right. I think Greymon's not carrying him anymore, and that's why he's not winning. So, plus Greymon isn't really doing a lot unless you're just playing the Shine Grey.
I was say, how often is he really like playing any other deck though?
None.
The only time I've ever seen him play, here recently was his red Grandis deck. The BT14 Greymon. He just cannot do anything to purple decks, and so he kind of like tapered off from it, which I don't blame him. Purple is kind of toxic in this format. But yeah.
On yellow.
Yeah. And what about you, Eric? What was your results?
I got a whopping 6th place.
That's not bad though.
It wasn't the bottom, but it wasn't very good. I had let's see.
I'm gonna have to coach
I had
you.
first game against Caesar.
Caesar. Oh yeah, Caesar is also a new player of ours. We had 2 new people hop in this
This is
tournament.
nice.
It's very nice.
I like playing Caesar. I wish he would show up more often.
Yeah,
He's a
me
cool
too.
dude. We got 2-1. I got the 2. Very tight on that second one, but it all worked out.
Now, what kind of bunnies were you playing though?
I was running your bunnies,
Mm-hmm.
as a matter of fact.
We also have a versus match of my birds versus that mother bunny imperial. Now, of course, you couldn't run the mother, but
It's a mouthful.
you ran the you ran some kind of eggs, the cocoa.
I
ones?
ran the. It was whatever the new green egg is, when it's suspended gains 1,000
Oh,
DP. Just to
green
get
egg.
more
the
for
Naira.
Alliance.
Yeah, Naira.
Yeah.
Oh, Naira.
Um, Which is cool. Hey, an
That's
extra
good.
1,000, it can go a long way.
Go along, man.
But it was significantly slower without the mothers. It was a lot harder to get built up because of that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's cool. Yeah, didn't really have any
Okay, Eric,
interesting
You're
matches.
laying your losses on me, brother. You were expecting something else.
So,
Huh?
so game 1 or match or set 1 was against who now?
It was against Caesar.
Caesar, and then your second one,
Second one was Dylan.
Dylan was also running that advanced deck. He was just had the 1 copy though, so
Which is funny because he got what place? Was he
Second.
second or third?
he got
So I 2-0'd him.
second.
So it was really funny. Third game was Brian.
Whoa, wait, what?
I 2-0'd Dylan.
You did?
Oh no! He 2-0'd me. I'm sorry.
I was about to say.
I
whoa.
misread it. That was my bad.
I was about to say that man was undefeated.
Crazy.
No, that was my bad. I misread.
Mm-hmm. Was it
And then last
misinput?
was Brian.
And last was a Brian. So you,
Which you were talking about that Rapidmon thing about getting it out. He tried like 3 or 4 times and he just never had the cards to do it.
wow.
It's just matrixing is rough unless you just have everything ready, you know.
That's fair. That's
But
fair.
it's fun times.
That's fair. Okay. Well, unfortunately, Justin wasn't there because he had to work or something. I don't know. He had a family function. I don't know. He was a secret spy or something. I don't know. But I want to move on to one of our next topics because our fellow Mr. Urban, he hosted a tournament a while back.
So fun.
Where we borrowed each other's decks, and Eric fell in love with my Machine Dramon deck at the time. So the next bullet point is: do you enjoy it when someone builds one of your favorite decks?
I don't want to waste a
Why don't you go ahead and start a little bit more with that, since that's the subject you chose on Machine Dramon with you and Eric.
Yes, I absolutely loved whenever Eric fell in love. Same thing with the Numemon deck. Same thing with that. He fell in love with it, but whenever I tried out Eric's RENAMON deck and Poop deck, Eric looked at me and said, "Oh wait, I don't feel special anymore. Those are my
No,
decks."
Well, there was a little bit more to it. It was like
Uh-huh.
I was the only one that did it,
Yeah.
and it wasn't like it was never really good.
Mm.
Any of them. So I guess it was like all of a sudden seeing this deck that I want to be good piloted way better than I could ever do. I'm like, well, man, maybe I suck, you know. That was it mainly. It's all good. That was post a loss of a recent dog, so I was kind of going through it,
That's fair, actually.
but all's well.
All is well. Well, now, how do you feel now about people playing your decks?
Now, I honestly, I really don't care now. It's nice having a deck identity. To where like, oh, this deck is known for this person, but at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter, you know.
I mean, I feel like it's the same thing that happens whenever in like a fighting game or any game to where you can select a character and someone picks your favorite character and they play it better than you. It actually, for me anyways, it makes me want to try and get better at that deck or character, so that way I can be the better one. It's like in D&D when I always play a rogue. If somebody else plays a rogue, I want to be better than the other guy, so it makes that little friendly competition.
I think it's kind of like Eric said too, to where it's nice to have an identity, because like it's like, oh well, I want to build Machine Dramon. Oh, you need to go to Logan. That's the Machine Dramon man around here.
Yeah, it's kind of cool having
everyone
it makes you feel special.
Yeah, but I literally just gave Eric the deck. I was like, here you go.
Like, oh, you liked it? I got some bulk.
Yeah, here you go.
Just whips it
It was like
together.
nothing.
Yep, gave him the whole
Different machines.
I gave him my exact tournament winning, I think 2-time tournament winning Machine Dramon deck. We're just with the lower rarities in it.
Granted, you still run it a lot better
Playing
than I do.
Machine
but
Dramon.
It's because I have more practice with it. That's why.
fair.
That's with any deck. If you have more practice with it, you tend to play it better.
True.
But yeah. What about you, Justin?
Kind of like we said, the identity's kind of nice, and like I like seeing the twinkle that people can get in their eyes when they're like, "Oh, it does this. Oh, this is interesting."
Grace Nova.
Yeah, What is No, but like the thing is, like you didn't see me play Numamon with its new support coming out, but
I
I
did
knew what
not.
it did. I was play testing with my brain. I played multiple games with Scott on the online thing. I was like, I'm ready. I just got to sleeve it up when it comes out. But then you started going over it. You start looking into it, and on your own, you've just been like,
I just
"This
found
is
it.
amazing."
Yeah, I didn't really fell in love with it until I started playing it. And once I was just playing it, I'm like, oh my god, this deck is like broken. What? This is faster than Red Hybrid. This is stupid. I don't know how I feel about this. And you just start looking at it. If somebody just looks over my board, say like I'm playing Leviathan, somebody looks over my board, they understand, yeah, that's pretty broken. Holy hell, I can't believe that happened. But you look over at Numemon board, and you're like, how are you losing? How the fuck are you losing?
What's happening?
He's just rookie rushing you. What the fuck are you doing? Just get good scrub. That's how it really feels.
Wars.
Yeah. But I remember I built Yellow Vaccine. I built it because you gave me so much shit too. And I was like, well, I got the Patamons now. And I got the Magna Angemon Aces now. Why not? And
I mean, for that close, it's kind of hard not to.
yeah, after playing it, I didn't fall in love with it. I do like the whole having your security as your second hand. I think that's a really cool ability. I really like that. It's just not my playstyle.
I think it's different depending on how you go, because again, there's so many different yellow vaccine cards to where I feel like you're minusing DP, you're giving negative security attacks, or you're aggro.
Now, there's a build I'm experimenting with to where I'm putting the Magnamon X Antibody, the new one, along with the Magnamons level 4s, the Rapidmon level 4s, into Yellow Vaccine, because they're all vaccines. And going up into Emissary, into a Magnamon X Antibody for free. Damn. That looks broken, and that will definitely be meta.
Freedom for one, but
you just get him in rep the TK. That's fine. It comes.
the only thing that would have made it worse though is that they said level 7s too. Oh, it's over. Everyone would have been running 4 of Ruin mode.
But it did help me understand that deck more, and I think that's what everybody should do. Maybe don't go out and buy the deck, but just play it on like the simulator.
Yeah.
Just to see how.
Or
it
if
works.
I have it, I always tell people just play my deck
Just
real
play it.
fast. See how
Just
you
play
get.
I shot
Kind
a
of demo it, yeah.
I shot an idea over to Eric. I'm like, let's just play each other's decks, just so we can get a better understanding of how shit works.
My only problem with that is my decks are like nowhere near. You know what I'm saying?
I don't believe.
I'm on the weaker end when it comes to
At
that.
that point.
Yeah, but whenever we get done with it, we can just tell each other. I feel like that I should be able to see more level 3s, or I feel like I was really struggling
Yeah,
to
kind
get to
of
level
workshop
5.
it as a group that way. Yeah,
That way, because it's always better having another opinion.
that's true.
But yeah, and I know someone else that has probably as many or more decks than I do. Urban, you have a lot of decks. You have a shrine of decks, so vast and so large and so girthy that I just don't know what to do with. Please tell me all about your deck.
Man built everything.
Yeah.
He has it.
Yeah, I built everything that's not meta. But
No.
will be in the future.
No. But I did.
Yeah.
But after just watching Urban play, I got so frustrated with Gamamon when it first came out. I hated that deck until I started watching Ghost Game. Started watching that. I kind of like Gamamon now, and I'm building Gamamon.
Oh, this man wants to build it, gives up on it, wants to build it again.
Yeah. Well, I never gave up on it. I just flat out hate the deck. I hated the deck. I just didn't like how it kept blowing up my shit. It was a complete counter to my Machinery Mon. And after seeing him play Heavy Leo, I'm building Heavy Leo now. I love Heavy Leo.
Everyone's fake Urban. They weren't like you on day one.
I know. I've had Gamamon before. It was good when it was straight trash.
Mm-hmm. I did tell you, Urban, at the BT14 pre-release. I was I remember looking up and I was thinking I was answering Malik or something, and I was like, I think I'll build him. I think I'll build Leomon, and I hear Urban behind me go, "Fuck!"
I've had
we
Heavy
were
Leo.
going for BT14 bulk. I had just said that. Oh, it's great.
It's because I got the pre-release of the save,
Leomon.
Yeah, the Leomon, and I was like, "Yo, these look so cool!" And of course, that level 6 just isn't used on the fucking deck, but it's fun. I like it. Yeah, I like Fortitude. I think it's cool. I am gonna steal Urban's idea, putting X antibodies into it, because being able to play back out your Heavy Leo, slide X antibody under it, then swing, and then just trigger Fortitude again. Such a dope
Yeah,
idea.
that's smart.
Have fun. I think you're the 5th person to build it now.
I am.
In our
I am.
play.
I am. But hey, I wasn't the second, so Malik can't be like, "Oh, you copy everybody's decks." I like the game. I like the game. What can I
But it's
say?
not like you have the same exact card
No,
by card
yeah.
deck. I mean, it's still your own version
Yeah.
of it.
Even with like your Renamon that I just poached,
Mhm.
I literally took a picture of it with my phone, and I already made like plenty of changes to it because I wanted. I don't play decks that aren't consistent. The only deck that I have currently that just flat out isn't consistent is Rust Tyrannomon, and I love that deck so much.
You can't really help that though.
Can't really help
Unfortunately.
it. I put the green worm thing that when you on play, you spend it and you search the top 3 and you just take any green card. I put 4 green trainings and their green memory boost. I have done everything in my power to make that deck consistent, and it just ain't there. It just ain't there at
I
all.
think you need to look at mine and Urban's build we made one day.
Sure,
That was pretty decent.
I will be more than happy to look at that.
I still need to add those Jacksons in there. I still have it.
It's just 2 of them. I mean, it doesn't hurt.
That's fair. I think I asked everybody about their opinion. Yeah,
I think so, but like you're
so.
talking about, like it even happens when you look into future stuff. Like me and Eric have looked at it. We've talked about it before. Darugamon coming out.
Yeah,
He's still going more of the Death X variant. Since I don't have a Death X, I'm going more of the SOC variant.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
different consistencies.
I remember bringing that up to Eric like last week. We were playing Helldivers or something.
Yeah, I think we were.
Hell yeah!
Good game.
We
Need
were
to
playing
get back on.
Helldivers.
But I'm also playing Final Fantasy Rebirth, so
That's fair. That's a great game. I need to play that too. So what we did was, I just told him all about it. I'm like, hey man, your Death X deck is like getting what is it? The new keyword.
it's Collision.
Collision, yeah.
Everything must block if it can.
That is just the immediate counter Digi plays. It's just the immediate counter. Because, damn, that shit's hot. I love that. I really love that.
I don't know how much you've looked into it, but it's not just if they have blocker, it's everything gains blocker.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so everything
And
gains
they
blocker.
must block.
If it deletes something, it unsuspends.
Yep.
And I don't think the deletion is once per turn.
It's not once per turn. It's
The
not
tamer
once per
gives
turn.
you, like, piercing and blocker.
You can just keep fucking doing that shit. And
It's great.
so good. And I think you gain a memory, maybe. I don't know.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Now that's other effects later on.
Yeah. But still, great deck. Can't wait for it. And you can use Marvin Jackson under it. So
That's what I'm doing. That's why I'm going more SOC.
So in my Machine Dramon build, Eric, I put the Dorimon and then the Dorumon and have a little 4 on top. So whenever you Mind Link Marvin Jackson under, you get the draw and you gain a memory.
Ooh, that's
It
smart.
works because you play the old one from BT9.
Yes. That's why that level 3 now is $5 for the regular one.
Mhm.
That's why. And I'm like, yep, makes sense. Completely understandable.
Yeah, I'm
That's-
very glad I bought them at like $1 something.
I think I got given them for free or some shit. I can't remember. But I only have 4 copies. Don't need any more. We can move on to the next topic because I really want to see y'all's opinion on this. OTK decks or control decks?
As in, like, what's your preference?
What is your preference?
To
What do
play
you
against or to use?
to use?
I kind of like OTK as a playstyle. As a playstyle, I'd rather play OTK, but I'd rather play against a control deck.
You rather play against a control deck?
I'd rather play against a control deck and play with OTK.
Me personally, I feel like I play a lot of decks that are more OTK oriented.
That's fair.
But there's a lot of decks now where you kind of, it's no longer like this or that. It's like you have weird hybrid decks that are just in there. And the main one I think about when I say that, funny enough, is Gallenmon.
Gallimon.
Yeah,
You have
that's how I
control,
originally ran
you
my
have
Gallant was
aggro.
OTK.
What is it?
Well, I think the best blend of both is Leviamon. Leviamon is
That's true. I didn't even think about that.
it is brutal. There's a reason why there was 4 Leviamon decks at Worlds, simply because not
It's
only
cool in purple.
not only does it just whenever it touches the board, it blows up 2 things, but it also has multiple security checks on its face, and it just stays there. So it makes your opponent have to waste their option cards.
Yeah, you kind of get the best of both
Yeah.
worlds almost.
So
And you have like 2 really good options in there too, just between Seventh Lightning and Biting Crush.
Seven Lightning's
Biting
really
Crush,
good.
Okay.
so in
And
my
Seventh Lightning has like abilities in the trash, like it's insane.
in my build, I run 4 Biting Crushes, 2 of the Death Lightning or whatever it is. Then 4 of the purple trainings, 2 of the purple memory boosts, and the rest of the deck. I have so many bombs to where whenever I'm going up against a Fenrir deck or a Mirage Gal or a Metal not a Metal Greymon, but Metal Garuru deck, I know that I'm probably like 95% safe because as soon as they start swinging, all of those OTK decks lose to option cards. So either 1, my turn's going to be really great if I survive, or 2, they just lose their entire stack.
And I just kind of thought about it. This might upset a few people maybe, but thinking about it, Leviamon might just be more aggro Beelzemon when you think about it. You just mill it.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And you do trash as much too.
Oh, without doubt.
You just trash so much. Especially with a Sunamon egg that you use, because every time you do trash a card, you just draw an extra card.
You've got so many cards that ditch
So
from hand.
So much. And you do want your shit in your trash, because Levi X and 7th Lightning just proc from trash. The Wombo combo is play something that just spawns something on your opponent's board with Biting Crush in your battle area with delay already ready to go. Once your opponent plays something via effect, you pop the Biting Crush, you hard slam out that Leviamon, pop 2 things, gain 2 memory, then you trigger from trash, Leviathan X going on top, popping a Tamer, level 3, level 5, and level 7, and then you trigger 7th Lightning, and popping the rest of whatever the levels that they missed. And you don't put it in your security in your hand, you bottom deck that. So not only did you basically get a board wipe, but now you have a Leviathan X with 13 or 14,000 DP with 3 checks on its face. That's fucking scary. So,
And don't forget your level 5s, if you leveled up, also have piercing. So if you got a blocker, that's not helping.
It's not helping either. Leviathan
Somehow survived all the option cards.
Yeah, Leviathan's a scary card. I don't know why they gave that thing a trash ability.
Yes.
They just
Perfect.
did it. So, but it is kind of rough because you can only run so much space in the deck. So, it's really hard. You can't really run a lot of floodgates. If you do, it's like a one of each. One of the reduce and one of the playing by effects. But you don't want to use the play by effects either.
Even run at that point.
You basically, and Hunters is a bad matchup for it is a bad matchup against Leviathan because you just pop their Tamer. So
Yeah.
there's really not much you can do except get your OTK deck and pray to God that you don't hit a bomb. Because 2 tournaments ago, 2 store tournaments ago, I faced a Metal Garuru, which was Malik's, and I faced Gray's Fenrir Lugamon deck. There was
Coyote's Breath?
no, I don't. That's the
I'm trying to
guy.
think what beauty bombs would be.
Well, with Metal Garuru, he didn't see Omnimon Blitz, just didn't see it. And in game 1, and I believe in game 2, second security, or it was either the first or second security check was a Biting Crush, and that just guaranteed me game. And then whenever I faced Gray's Fenrir Lugamon, there was a Biting Crush in all of my security. So it just
Yours. Okay,
in mine, yeah.
I thought you meant they had some of theirs.
Oh no. So basically, as soon as their stack died, they basically just gave the game, and that's it. That's what I'm saying. Like, if it's insecurity, you can't really do anything.
Yeah.
Man,
What about you, Eric? I don't know if you really answered or not.
sorry.
No, you're good. We just ended up talking and forgot about that.
This was on the concept of the OTK versus security, right?
Yep.
It kind of went off for a little bit.
Sorry.
I don't know. It's kind of a mixed bag. If I'm using it, I'd rather have an OTK deck. I like the style of like getting something really big and hitting many times. But I hate when other people do that.
I was about to say you hate.
I can't stand it. It drives me up a wall. It's one of those things where it's nice. It's nice because you get the win, I guess. But like, it's frustrating when it's against you. And same thing with control. The control just feels like it's not as fun to play per se because it kind of just, especially if you run like a lot of option stuff, it does more or less everything on its own.
Yeah.
It's not very like involved, and I think that's kind of boring.
It's the most auto play.
Yeah,
Really
and both of them suck at the end of the day. But I don't know, I think OTK is more fun to play with, and then of course, control easier to play against in all retrospect because at least you have a chance technically.
Yeah, that's true.
That's my thought process, anyways.
OTK to play. Do you prefer the go wide OTK or do you prefer a single big stack OTK?
I like the go wide one. I always envision more as like a rush style OTK, and it kind of divulges from there. I like the one monster. Give me one Digimon that hits like 12 times. Not one that unsuspends a million times. Give me like security plus whatever. Give me Gallantmon OTK.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Yeah, I agree.
And my second question is, are you playing Warframe right now?
He is.
I thought so.
No, I don't know what that is. What is that?
We can see it on your. We can see it on your Discord, Eric.
He's in a simulator.
Okay, never mind. I thought you were gonna say my glasses.
No, I mean I can see it in your
I
glasses.
went. Listen, I'm finishing up. It's all good. I'm focusing.
No, you're good. I just saw that and I was like, my man is gaming right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's on his Discord tag. So.
It's better to be gaming than gooning.
Ooh,
So
right.
Okay, interesting.
What about
Urban,
you, Urban?
Yes.
what about you?
Oh, I'm on OTK.
I figured you're a filthy.
Yeah,
you're a filthy casual. I get it.
I'm a very aggro player. I like to be aggressive.
Yeah, that's the bad part. Me and Urban have a similar playstyle on almost everything. It's hilarious.
I hate it. I don't
Like
know.
I can make bugs OTK. It's just I prefer to gain the memory back on deleting your Digimon instead of gaining another.
you want the
tag.
slightly more sustain with it.
Yeah,
You're a weird
Yeah.
control build until your top game, and then you're OTK.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's kind of weird. I don't
but
know.
I prefer.
How do you feel about the bugs?
Who?
I don't think I've heard you talk about them much.
Who?
And how you feel about bugs in general as a deck.
Who?
Logan.
Yeah, it's
Oh me!
Okay.
Oh me!
Yeah. Logan's like
Oh.
who?
Who?
Who? And I'm
you
like, I don't
talking
know
about?
who he's talking to.
Got some owls in here.
Yeah, crazy. Bugs. If I'm being honest, it's a poor man's Machine Dramon. If I'm being honest, because the
You
Izzy.
can tell he plays Machine Dramon.
Yeah, I'm more than happy to do Bugs versus Machine Dramon.
It's a poor man's version of my
How about
shit.
the
My
Air
shit's better.
Machine Dramon.
That's honestly how it really feels like.
Talking about.
That's how it really feels like because the Izzy just does the redirect. It's technically the Izzy is like a worse analog man because you don't get the ditch something, draw a card, gain a memory stuff, and it's still for 4 cost. I don't know. I just
I get what you're
want
getting at.
I want to build the deck. It's another TK deck. I really don't care for it. I'm just gonna build it because I am a bug man in real life. So I spray bugs for a living, so it's kind of funny for me to have bugs. That's the only reason why I want to build it. Other than that, it's just gonna be put on the shelf, and I'll probably never actually play it. I'll probably use it at a tournament once, just see how it does. But it's all right.
Interesting thing is like for some reason insectoids, because they've been so trashed for so long, they were just gave most of the effects of
Yeah.
can't be affected by opponent's card effects.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like what?
that's fine, honestly, because what I did most of the time whenever I used the bunny deck against Urban's insect deck was just swing into it. That's it.
That's fair.
You just swing into it, and I just look at him like,
What?
you can redirect if you'd like, but what are we doing?
Fair enough.
And
Just wait till I get that Tyrant Cafeteria moment.
maybe, but he just takes the stack away, puts it in his trash, he just starts back like we were playing old school Digimon. I'm like, I don't know what we're doing.
Old school,
Yeah, I think that's
all they
I
needed
think
help.
bugs need is like a nice little TLC.
They
It
need
needs to feel more unique.
They
It's
need
too.
battle protection. They need like a consistent battle protection like Greymon has. That's what I want.
I was about to
Because
say the only protection they have is effect protection.
yeah, effect.
And I don't think they have anything that really buffs them
That's the
for all the
thing.
spending they do.
Now, by all means, if they swing into security and they hit an option card, they're safe because they're suspended. That's a plus of the deck. But
Well, I was gonna say it's also green, so suspend and oh look, a bug has piercing.
yeah, well, green is notorious for not having any protection. They probably have some of the worst protection in the game. I'm looking at Bloom Lord. Bloom Lord, you just kill the stack. Good game? Kind of.
Lies.
Yep.
But then again, that game was also you had 2 stacks, so what do you do?
Yeah, what do you do? But that's my opinion on bugs. Will it be meta? Yeah, it'll be meta. Yeah. Next set, it's gonna be meta. I already know it because it happened in current JP listings. I know it'll be meta. I know it's gonna be good. Is it got?
I mean, we get the Stingmon, which is an insect with in retaliation inheritable.
Which is good.
It's gonna be really nice.
Which is good. But you know what happens though? It kind of loses out to Greymon though. Because Greymon, if it were to just be deleted, you just... Or Machine...
Because every Greymon deck builds up to like 20 DP.
Or Machine Dramon. Machine Dramon just takes 2, puts it in trash.
Or Apollomon for my
Apollomon.
Race Novamon fan.
That's the thing. The bugs are getting such crazy support. Now, by all means, if bugs got this much support back in like BT11, BT12, hell yeah. The deck will be #1 played deck all around. But unfortunately, by the time it's got its support, all these other decks are rising up. Like, the deck loses to Alliance, anything. Fenrir Lugamon, Bunnies.
It's anything that gets faster before it can build up. That's why I say he's a weird, like, kind of control-ish build, suspending stuff, and then it's okay.
Yeah. Honestly, I would say it is a gatekeeper between all the other decks. It's a gatekeeper for it being, like, in the meta. It's a good deck. It's just...
You would say it's Rogue, then?
Yeah, I would say it's Rogue, yeah. It's kind of Rogue.
That's essentially what Rogue is. It's just a gatekeeper not being in a tier.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I like Rogue decks.
It's always got fun stuff.
I always love Rogue decks, just to know this, because I played Heroes before they were considered meta.
I played Invoked Mech Knights. Hell yeah.
Man, I can't... I really want to play the new Firekeeper deck.
No, you don't.
I don't want to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Never mind, you're right.
It's not worth it.
I just get on and play classical every now and then on Master Duel. That's it. Or by classical,
that I
I
respect.
play a classical deck while everyone plays whatever. I'm just like, oh, I do things.
I do things.
You negated it 7 times. I mean, it was one effect, but okay.
That's one thing with Digimon. I'm worried that, and I know it's got a power creep, but I'm worried it's going to become Yu-Gi-Oh! Like a lot quicker than we expected.
I think the only thing that stops that is if it's your turn and what effect happened first. Because if it's an on deletion effect, then your on deletion would trigger. But did you activate one of your when attacking triggers first or at the end of attack turn?
Yeah.
The
So
thing is they have like steps within the steps of triggers.
technically,
Yeah, it's got better timing when it comes to that stuff.
technically, we're already there. Meaning, now with the Mega Gargamon Ace, Digivolving on top of your Rapidmon, you have to go in the right order now. So when your opponent declares an attack, they do all their when attacking effects first. Then you have to declare Blast Ace before you block. If you don't do that, you kind of fucked. Because if you block with your Rapidmon, you can't Blast Ace afterward. And then get the, unsuspended rebate. Yeah. So,
But I think we were doing this the other day to where, if I'm correct, isn't it Ace? You go into it, its effects happen, and then you would get to do blocker?
yes, you
Off the
would.
Ace?
Yeah, you would.
If it had blocker on it, which
Yeah,
that
it
one
does.
does.
Yeah, that one does. Which, now, by all means, you can still, blast the Digivolve because it's not once per turn when they swing. You can do it as many times whenever they swing each of their stack. I remember whenever Jessica was, I was teaching Jessica how to play so she can hop in that tournament one time. She was just playing it like, she was just playing it like Magic, to where you just tap all your monsters and then just swing all together. That was correct for Magic, but with Digimon, you have to do one at a time.
Granted, it took her months to start doing that in Magic,
That's
so
fine.
that's kind of a muscle memory thing now,
That's
I
fine.
guess.
I knew that's why, so I'm like, I'm not gonna stress her about it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Anybody else have anything? I kind of talked for a minute.
Everyone kind of, we be talking a lot.
Respectfully.
Hopefully y'all can do some more talking for this bullet point. Fucking super expensive level 7s. Like Shine Greymon, Rumo, Death X, and Omnimon's work defeats now.
Too much.
Reprints.
That's all I gotta say. Yeah, give us some reprints.
Well, we're getting one. I don't know
Death
how we're
Axe.
getting it, but Death Axe.
It's coming to Ellen, which if they do anything like BT15, they'll just put
It's
it
probably
in.
going to be like in the set randomly.
Probably. Which is
I'm
fine.
down. And then
That's
we get like random cards like Kudamon that's now yellow all around and holographic, which that's dope. I'll take it.
What I would want take a page out of Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh. Just release a 10. Release a 10 that has like Death X or whatever Shine Gray Room mode as like the face card in like the 10, and then just sell it that way with some packs inside.
Makes sense. I don't think they would do like a 10. I think they would do how they've done gift boxes in the past.
Yeah, but the gift
You get,
boxes
like,
suck.
Yeah, they
thing,
suck
and
like horribly.
It
And
does. That's the way Digimon
yeah.
goes.
And another thing is you don't really see what cards you're getting because they're in the packs, so you still be pulling them.
Oh no, I'm not even saying that. I'm saying if you look into like Digital Hazard and the reprint set, there's one face card, and then maybe you'll get like a statue or you'll get like an acrylic thing whenever you look at the double set, which that did give a promo pack. But then it gave you cards from the set.
Oh yeah, like the reboot. Yeah, you can get your little memory marker. Yeah, and it had the face memory boost card on there. Yeah, do that.
Or it could be, here's a random promo card that's like a search one, like one of the alt cards.
Yeah, they could make money. They could make a lot of money because.
Are you kidding me? Make Death X one of them because only like 4 or 5 cards get reprints in this set. Make those the promos and like they will make so much money just for Death X alone.
Or if they do the 10s, just make a 10 based off like Agumon, Gabumon, like all of the original cast, and then just throw in one of them randomly, whether it be Shiny Rumo, Death X, any of the level 7s.
More it's like kind of like a staple.
Yeah, so it
Kind of like how Yu-Gi-Oh's done.
Yeah,
Which they've always done it. So except like I said, the reboot set was weird because it was the memory markers, which were cool and I love them, but it was like Agumon, Vmon, Vidramon, Tyrannomon, and that was kind of it. And it was like, what is this?
They should have kept going. But the new ones, we're getting some new ones. We get another adventure box, and
What's that?
16?
Maybe, I don't know.
I think it's been announced 16 as the next one, and then you get one of the movie promos, if I'm correct.
Promos. They fixed the base to where it's like a little Wormmon, but it's on like a flat base, so you don't have to remove the base.
Thank God, because the previous ones
they just kind of knocked over. I don't know what the
those.
fuck. Like the first
Like the
ones,
ones, I forget what set they're from. Hold on, the ones that were like these.
Yeah, that's fine.
These were perfect.
That
Now
was
they had
these
stands, but they didn't really need them.
No.
But they're still just kind of nice, even if you want to put them somewhere.
Yeah, see?
Oh.
But they were roommates.
I used to do that to my my fucking Scooby-Doo action figures.
Get a load of this guy.
Yeah, Shaggy and Fred made out so much. I don't know why. Did I guess we can move on to card of the week. I guess I put it there.
I got my card.
You got your card?
I don't have it with me though.
I don't have mine with me, but I do have one in mind as well.
This is another classic, Eric. This is a meta-defining card that is super important. That's in every deck. You know, it's a real up there.
Oh no, it's a training card.
What is it?
It's an egg in a deck.
Are you actually gonna
Huh?
Are you actually gonna show it this time?
I don't have it physically. No.
Damn.
This is a level 3 card from BT12. It's green.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Bergamon
Oh my god.
because he's making the burger. That's all.
Sick.
I love it.
Sick.
I like the burger.
Staple.
Urban, what about you?
Card of the week.
Do you want to circle back to you?
Say Bergamon.
No.
It could be a double cheeseburger.
No.
First
No.
card of the week. The daily double.
Bancho Mamemon.
Bunch of them.
Shit, might as well. Probably the BT15 Hercules Kabuteri.
It's fair.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Where's
because every starting man you suspend a Digimon and you gain piercing, and then you can just wait to swing because at the end of turn, your Multimon is end of turn. You swing into a Digimon.
That's a good point. That's fair.
Doesn't it just have piercing on face?
Yeah, at starting main.
Gains piercing. I was like,
Yeah, it gains piercing at starting main,
I got you.
unless you have the Akabumon under it. But
Yeah, unless you do that. What about you, Justin? I'll go last.
It's funny everyone's choosing green because I was like, I'm gonna choose a green card this week for the bunnies. I don't have the deck. I really want the deck, but I don't want to buy the cards for it. But I'm gonna go with BT11 Tyrannomon, the one that lets you play a tamer that is green and red.
That's cool.
That's good. That's a good point. I like that one. It's also expensive right now.
How much is it running for?
Well, it's expensive for right now. I think it's like $3 now.
Oh, so instead of it's like a
okay.
rare,
Yeah.
that's what you mean.
Yeah, it was in BT11 too, so.
The most expensive set right now.
But my card of the week, honestly, if I didn't put this as a 4 of, I don't think I would have won Sunday. If I'm being straight up honest. It is Giant Missile.
Yep, I knew it.
I hate that card.
This
Boy, that's
card.
So annoying.
Have you read this card?
It messed me up in so many matches.
It's my fault. He's playing 4 of it.
God, yeah. I tested this against Justin. It was 2 of them in the deck. Justin just plowed through my security, and it was every now and then in there. But I was like, no, I'm putting this as a 4 of, and it was in my security every time.
Yeah, I need to put like 2 of those in insects.
It's such a and it's not bound by bunnies. You can play in any green deck. Main for 8 costs.
Expensive.
For 8 costs, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. Then return one of their suspended Digimon to the bottom of the deck. One of their Digimon can't unsuspend until the end of their turn. That is dope. Such a good card.
Just plain green Megadeth, pretty much. Just a little more expensive.
Run both.
You could, honestly.
Well, that's the thing. It depends on what deck you're playing. Because Megadeth, you have to play blue-green.
You have to play blue green, but with this, you
Or
just
no,
have to
but
play
it's
green.
like-
Security.
A card that hasn't. So.
Well, it's such a good card. I love that card. I'm like, yeah.
I'm glad you really want the green card. That's fun.
Yeah, everybody chose green. That's funny shit.
We all mentally knew it was there.
We all knew. Ready? We're doing a tier list on the current format. That's what we're doing today.
Why is it so long?
Didn't we do one already?
Because no, we didn't. That was
Well, I think he's doing on the meta.
the
this
meta.
time.
That was just for X5. We're in BT15 now.
Yeah,
So,
I'm gonna say
and plus-
Jackson's in fucking Leomon.
yeah, and also that was what we predicted. So this is just what we know now after experiencing the meta too. We will start with Blue Flare. What do we think about Blue Flare?
It's a problem because no one plays it.
Seeking places.
So we really, I know, but how often do we play with them?
I played him once in my whole entire life.
How was it?
Easy. I feel like if you get rid of his floodgates, that's just pretty much it.
Then like, yeah, this is the one's pretty much all on you.
Yeah, I'll put in tier 2. It's either it's tier 2, yeah. Sakuyamon.
Let's go.
This deck is so fucking fun. I
It's
love
fun.
this deck.
Is this based off of fun or like effectiveness?
No effectiveness. This is like meta.
It's cope. I'm sorry.
It is literally
fun.
so fun. This is such a good deck. I love playing it so much that I bought it immediately after just playing a set, but it's going into your coop. Until maybe the new support will like bump it up to like tier 2, but until
It
then-
is looking promising.
We have gotten what 2 cards revealed so far?
Mm-hmm. No, 3.
Oh yeah, you get an ace, you get a new Sukamon that's not an ace, and then a Renamon that we've seen so far.
Let's see here. I can actually think a little bit. Okay. Bloom Lord.
I feel like it's still kind of around tier 1. It hasn't really moved, honestly.
I feel like Bloom Lord is a gatekeeper.
Really?
It has the same problem with most green decks. It has no protection. Once you kind of nuke the Bloom Lord stack, they're kind of just sitting there with their hands in their pants and not really knowing what to do.
I don't know. I've played several times where I've got like a full board Quartzmon, etc. They got nothing, and then all of a sudden they got a full board, and I've got nothing.
Okay, well let me just use one example. Shine Greymon.
Compared to it,
Compared to Bloom Lord.
above it.
That's
Yeah.
Then again, Shingray really doesn't have a counter other than itself.
Yep.
It's just whoever gets the Marcuses first.
Any DP minus, like yellow. We'll just go ahead and talk about yellow vaccine.
DP minus like stops a lot of decks in general.
Yeah. But this DP minus with either Shine Gray or the yellow vaccine deck really hurts Bloom Lord, because you can do it on Bloom Lord, or you can take out their pieces. That's also something else you can do. And with the new Rapid Mons that you can put in this deck, you can block the Bloom Lord, Armor Purge, and then minus 4,000 or 5,000 something on their board, Patamon, a level 4, because all their level 4s are 3,000 DP, so they can play it off of the Sunflow Mon. So that also hurts them too. So I would say Yellow Vaccine is above Bloom Lord 2 in the Gatekeeper category.
I can agree.
Simply because once Yellow Vaccine gets a nice top end to just finish out games, because it really doesn't have that. Its top end is either Seraphimon, Venusmon, or in Urban's case, Myotismon? Metamamon? I can't remember his name. The dragon. So that's kind of your only top ends, unless you want to build it a Yellow Vaccine Shine Gray, but then just Shine Gray is just winning.
You're just playing Yellow Tamer.
Yeah.
Good at that point with BT Shine Gray.
Yeah, because every time I faced Justin, your Yellow Vaccine or Urban's Yellow Vaccine, y'all kind of just really couldn't close out games too fast before I started building back up slowly, and I kind of did it.
That's why I don't run Venusmon. I ran them 4 Seraphis, baby.
Yeah, the Seraphis is good, and you get the gem. Seraphis is probably the best one right now until you get the Magnamon X in the body. So,
Might play. I still haven't decided.
Dark Knightmon. I think I'm the only one here that plays this deck.
I think it's cool.
But in tier 2. It's a fun deck. Yeah, it's won some tournaments in BT14, and only BT14. It's fun. It's a cross deck. I just don't see it holding up well in the future unless it gets more support.
That's fair.
Yeah. I don't know what this is supposed to be. We'll save that for later. Jesmon. I know nothing about this deck. All I only
That's
know
the
about
Gatekeeper. It's a high. That's second. That's second behind Patamon.
No, it's rude. The fact.
I don't know. It's one of those very fast and a go wide strategy.
Yeah, it used to be tier 1.
Like all your go wide pieces, you play the one that gives all of them blocker. Like it's pretty decent.
You're right. But it used to be tier 1.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, it used to be.
It used to be. But why can I not select you now?
The king has returned to his throne.
Oh, there it goes. Okay. I was about to say, why can I not select you? Man, Jesmon really wanted to stay in tier 1. It's a rogue deck, though.
I think it should be Gatekeeper.
Just because...
With how powerful it still is with no new support. Like, because 13 kind of helped it, but not really. It was more of the...
The ban list helped it a little bit.
The unbanning of the...
Yeah.
Was BT6 Savior.
Because, honestly, it's either you play the OTK version or you play the control version. And if you try to do in the middle like Yalamon, if you try to have the best of both worlds, it kind of slows the deck down. You have to pick the path and go. That's why I say rogue. Yeah, but every time you and Izzy play it, you always get placed low, because either something nukes it, something's faster than it, or you're just not able to find your pieces because you keep drawing sister mons.
I will say the part I hate is this is another one of those decks to where it feels like if you nuke the big piece, it does take a second to build back up.
Yep. That's why I beat this deck with Machine Dramon while Machine Dramon didn't have its support that it does now. If that doesn't show how rogue this deck is, I don't know what does.
I'm saying it's all the same arguable points as Bloom Lord, though.
Yeah, that is true. But Bloom Lord...
If you wouldn't consider him Gatekeeper, then Bloom Lord would have to go down as well.
Well, the reason why this is higher is this is hella more consistent. Because you play so many searchers to where the only way to search in this deck is either... Because you don't play the training cards in this. You play the, whatever the pre-training card is. Master, Disciple, whatever. That's a better version of the training. But the only other way to search cards is playing your sister mons. And I think the only one that you play is the on-play draw one. I think it's the sister mon CL. Maybe. No, not CL. It's
Your Huckmon search for
Huckmon
ancestors.
Yeah, but Bloomlord, you play 3 rookies, and all of them, 2 of them search. One of them puts a start a main effect on your dude that says if it suspends, lose to memory.
The advantage Bloom Lord gets is just being green,
Yep.
and it can just get stuff out for cheaper versus just Mon.
And it just searches everything too.
It does the same thing for cheaper, basically. It's just
And
how it gets the advantage.
Yep, and
We'll say we'll keep it there because Bloom is faster.
it is faster too. That is a huge part too. It is
I think
faster.
the big thing that also helps with Jesmon is Blitz. Because most everyone's playing the Blitz variation.
Nearly everything red or black has Blitz in it. So I really hate that decks that you'll see this a lot. Road decks tend to use Blitz as a crutch just to get a little bit more security checked in before they just lose. Because that's my experience.
We have a tamer dedicated to it.
Yeah, if only. Crossheart. Now this is the Shoutmon deck.
I was gonna say that's Shaman.
Yeah, crisscross deck. I'm gonna put it into your
I think it'd
two.
be maybe the same as Dart.
Yeah,
It's not bad, not great.
It's alright. It's an alright deck. Black War. This thing used to be at tier 1.
I feel like this is a gatekeeper because it's still strong, but I don't think it's completely dead yet.
Yeah, it's still a gatekeeper. Now, it's going to be the bottom end of gatekeeper because it does well against the blue flare. It does well against a lot of tamer-based decks. Like, where's Old Force at? I don't know. Old Force is not getting past this. Old Force.
Well, a lot of things are getting past it.
Yeah, because Black War is the gatekeeper. If you can't be faster than this deck, then you just lose. Honestly. But he is the definition of gatekeeper. Like, if you can't handle your tamers getting blown up, your deck is not gonna make it. Speaking of decks that don't play tamers, Galacticmon.
Rogue.
It's Rogue. This
It's getting better, but yeah.
Sadly, I can't say it's better than Jesmon, though.
Yeah,
it's
I can't
cool
say
enough
it.
it is, though, because
I
it's one of the
can't say
only
it.
2 decks where you can play multiple copies of cards.
I would actually like to see, maybe Eric and Urban can set this up. I would like to see a Jesmon versus a Galacticmon matchup.
I think Galactimon would have that easy, just because
The
it's got
redirects.
its protection with itself and the redirects.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it does have protection. You're right.
And it can essentially have blocker on top of that too, so you don't have to
I
worry
guess
about
it
it getting the
depends on
swings.
whoever gets faster, then.
And this is a hell of a lot more consistent because you just play, 36 or 40 of the same fucking card.
And the thing is you can rookie rush until you get what you need because you want them in your trash anyways. So it doesn't really hurt.
Yeah, just don't trash yourself out.
Yeah, no, that was. If I'd have thought about it, I'd have put it in the bottom of the deck like I should have. But no.
Okay, that's why I asked you during that tournament.
Yeah, I was thinking like, oh, I've got this in the bag.
Very
I
good.
misplayed hard on that.
Hey, now you think about it.
It's true.
Very good points, Eric. Very good points. Yeah, that's a good point. Red Hybrid.
I feel like.
Yeah. I feel like it's a gatekeeper. I feel like it's gonna be on the
It's
top
just
end.
pure aggro one swing is what it is.
No, it's not even that. It's just you don't care what your opponent plays because if you can rookie rush. If you rookie rush, you win. If they blow up all of your shit, that's fine. You play your Takuya because you definitely know Takuya is going to be in security, so it might just play out for free. But you just go into Emperor Grey because you'll definitely get over 20k, so you'd be able to blow up anything, and you just swing for game.
Well, it's the same as
How about that? I just feel like it's
the Galactimon essentially.
It is a Greymon, yeah, that's true. It's not better than Shine Gray. It's just not, because I've tried this matchup before and I always lose to it. Whether that be me as a piloting the deck versus Cole Shine Gray, It just never was in my favor. Now I never tried it with the Ukamons though, so that could change things. But for right now, I say it's on top end of Gatekeeper. Speaking of things that should be better, moving on. We're putting Old Force into
I'm
your
gonna say
cope.
don't put it in cope. Put it in a 3. I think the main thing that holds it back is the arena.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah.
I
There's
agree.
so much we can't see more of it.
Yeah, but
So many tamers for this to really work.
yeah, I don't. Yeah, maybe.
It's either that or I would say like tier 2. But again, like I haven't seen Old Force versus any of the other decks in tier 2.
Is a reason why Malik doesn't play this deck anymore. It's just a reason.
Which is a shame. It's really cool. It's just it's too dependent on tamers.
Honestly, the whole appeal of Old Force is how expensive the arena is.
Oh, if it wasn't pricey, you don't think
Yeah.
it'd be played?
I don't think people
No,
will
I think
be.
it's gonna be played. I just don't think a lot of people play it right now because of how much arena is.
And technically, you can play this deck without the arena. It's just you're playing the other arena that isn't as good, but it is playable. But
I think the arena's just got really good effects too.
it does get really good effect, but Black War just says fuck it. Leviamon just says fuck your arena.
How about say, man, Leviamon. Tamer hate.
Tamer Hate, man. Tamer Hate kills this deck so hard. And it requires you have to see all your pieces. And you
By all
also
means, take your Tamers with my Neo Devimon on the field.
also this deck is hella bricky. Because you run so many Tamers. It's just
I think it kind of got a little bit of help with the trainings though.
kind of.
But again, like it depends.
Malik just doesn't play this deck anymore, and I know why. It's just not that good.
It's just sad.
To all my Imperial Dramon fans, where are we ranking this? Because I also play this deck.
It's tier
I want to
2.
put a Gatekeeper. I don't think it is. I think it's more rip. Because it depends on the build. It really does.
I
Yeah,
think it's tier 2 next to Digi Cross.
you think?
I think so. Above it or below it, it's about
Tier 2.
equivalent in my opinion.
High tier 2.
Yeah, I would put
Like,
above the Dark Knight
so
Mon.
good.
I'll put above Dark Knight
There's
Mon.
too many cards.
I think the
That's
only
why-
advantage Dark Knight One has is the saves with it.
Yeah.
Which you just
Yeah,
play him back
that's a
out.
Good point.
Yeah. Oh boy, my boy. I'm
Much
putting
variation.
This is just straight up Machine Dramon. This is just counts as all Machine Dramon.
With the new support, definitely.
Definitely
would
rare.
probably put
Honestly,
more
I would
towards
put it up in
Gatekeeper.
Gatekeeper.
You think?
You gotta
Yeah,
think of the new
absolutely. It's
support. It is
stupid
pretty
fast
good.
now.
That's true. I also do run Tamer Hate in this too,
Mm-hmm.
and it is now way more consistent than this fucking shit now. I built this deck. I was bricking so hard. I am seeing so much consistency with it. I love this deck. I don't know how well it does with the Bloomlord matchup, but I know it definitely beats the Yellow Vaccine because of EX1 Machine Dramon just not being able to be DP minus. And naturally, Machine Dramon does beat Emperor Grey just because any blocker technically beats this deck. Yeah, I agree with that. And plus, my DP gets so high up that this can't delete it.
Honestly, thinking about it, put it in tier 1.
I can't. No, I can't do that.
No,
You can't because you play it, or you can't because you
some of
don't
the
think it should
cards.
go there.
I can't because
And
I
like-
play it.
No, put it there.
A lot
We,
more
we agreed to put it there.
What about you, Urban?
That's us, not you.
What about you, Urban?
It's easy to beat if you can take out the level 5s early.
Yeah,
You just gotta be faster than him.
I don't think you played against Machine Dramon in a minute.
I haven't.
No, wait a minute. You played against it with Gaelmon. There's actually a video.
Oh, yeah.
There's actually a video going up tomorrow about it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that was faster than Gaelmon. Yeah, this is tier 1. Yeah, you're right.
It's just all the new support really
All
helps
of
it
it.
because you got like 4 or 5 new cards that weren't even meant for it. It was just
Now,
machine cyborg in general, and
I,
it helped.
I will say this is probably going to be on the bottom of tier 1 though, just because Aristerimon
Shangri, again, it plays itself.
Superior mode.
It's us. We don't see it a lot, but I still think it's tier 1
It's
because
still
save is a very interesting mechanic, and they either you just lose the tamer rate, and that's it, which
Yeah.
is only a few decks.
I play Machinery I cannot beat Hunters. I just can't. It's just not possible because I just can't. Every time I played against Hunters, instead of putting it under their 3 cost, they just put it on their 4 cost to where I can't blow it up. So it kind of just hurts. So that's why he's going to be at the bottom for a minute. Beelzemon X. Yeah, this is just the new Beelzemon.
Because people are still playing it and it's still doing good. Mill strategy will always be a thing.
So good. It's so good.
And then you can still warp off of an Empmon.
Yeah.
I'd say bottom of probably Gatekeeper though.
I think its biggest weakness is itself, though.
Yeah, I agree. It depends on the pilot. If you have a really good pilot, it's up here. Hell, it can even go up here. But on an average pilot, I'll say right there.
Again, I feel that that's with a lot of decks though.
Yeah. I
Just looking at a broad strategy though.
Yeah. Darkness Baggermon, but right there.
Tier 3. Or, yeah.
Oh, my bad,
Well,
bro.
I mean,
I don't know. They did get the Nightmon that kind of helped it a little bit.
yeah. I mean, to be fair, it did get a high placing at a regional.
I wouldn't go tier 2. I think that might be a little too generous.
It did get a high play. I got in
Do
the
you,
top
do you
36.
think it would be Ult Force?
Yes.
Easy.
Yes, actually. Yes.
It don't take much.
Do you
Yes.
think it beats Blue Failure?
I think that's where it stops.
It's basically equivalent,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think that's where it stops.
Okay.
Royal Knights.
Still never seen it played. I want to play it really badly because I love the concept of it.
I think people brick on it too much.
Here's the thing. With floodgates, without floodgates.
Yeah, but almost everyone's playing Floodgates right now.
Yeah.
So it's just bad right now.
My penny red level 3 that just says you can't play shit by effects or reduce play costs. Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. I don't even know what this is on the board.
Tier 3.
Jumbo Gumbomon or whatever the fuck this thing is. It's tier 3.
I think it's
Now,
more
if you run that with
towards-
chess, it's pretty cool. I played Urban
Do
with
we
that.
have a chest on here?
Yeah, I think that's just supposed to represent chess.
Because it's really good with chess because it just double downs on what it does.
Unless the Shadow Seraphi suggests chess, because that's another.
No, this is chess.
Oh, no.
I'll put chess in tier 2. I'll put it in there. Mirage.
Is gonna be fucking all fours every.
Mirage. Mirage. This thing is still stupid as fuck.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
The fact that there's
The Digi-Doods, the stripping, the bouncing the hand, adding
the
cards.
fact that
There's not much you can do about
the
it.
fact that motherfuckers are throwing Gomamon's fish stuff with the Ikakus and then the Blast Zudomon is just fucking stupid in this deck. It's so good. It's so good.
And this is me looking to the future, but again, BT16, you get another level 4 that gives inheritable jamming. The egg did not matter.
It really didn't matter. Kentarosmon?
I feel like this has a very good chance to be good.
It's really cool with what's it called, Pulsemon?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I was thinking it's another yellow vaccine deck essentially, and then
More
it
or
has
less,
the whole new Kudamon line from Animal
it
Crossing.
does. It does. I would say
I'm gonna go on Imperial Dramon just because we don't have enough people play testing.
Yeah.
It. I don't know if I would rank it higher or not though.
I would put it above Imperial if I'm being honest.
You just hate me.
Sorry.
Nothing I have is good enough for you.
Nope. Where'd the Rosemon go?
And I'll still get
There
you
it
with
is.
Guilemon every time.
Yeah, Rosemon. I think it's just a shittier version than Bloom Lord, if I'm being honest.
Kind of the same-ish.
Yeah. That's
It's
why
just
I'm
different
saying
name,
shittier. I
honestly.
think you just have to decide whether you go one
Yeah.
X antibody or two burst mode.
I will say that Bloom Lord is a little bit better because once you go wide, you gain so much memory and you untap and you can check so much. It's like pseudo alliance almost.
Yeah. Good thing is you can run Yoshinos in both, so
You can. I think Bloom Lord is better with Yoshino, if I'm being honest. Just because you can also grab it off the Lalamon. You in Bloom Lord, you cannot grab your tamers with any of your level 3 searchers except Yoshino. So
yeah. Do y'all even play green defensive or the green cards, the trainings?
I do.
You do? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I figured you'd be more Digimon heavy, so you'd play memory.
No.
Or you just search so much to where you're just like,
Yeah,
I don't
you
need this.
search so much where it don't matter. Belphemon or Rage mode. I'm gonna put this in Gatekeeper.
I'm gonna say
I don't want to
I
say
think it's
Rogue.
a little above Bloom. I'm trying to think if I think it's better than Yellow. Because again, this was the first thing that said cannot be affected.
Yeah.
And again, you just hard play an Asta, go into a sleep mode,
Yeah.
like a rage mode underneath. You can detach too, which purple discarding, so you get effects.
This deck is fun.
It's pre-Leviamon, honestly, and
But-
I think it's still good.
Once you know how to play around this, though, you kind of that's it. You kind of know how to play around this. So as long as you get your checks in, and you wait. Of course, it's gonna do a board wipe. It's gonna check so much. But the one thing with Belphemon Rage mode is it needs another body on the board to unsuspend. So if you can get rid of that other body,
Yeah, but I'm thinking other stuff too. Like his effect alone is like, okay, start of your main phase,
Yeah,
pop modular. So
yeah. Or you can
I
just
think the vaccine just might be a little faster. So I think there would be decent unless someone else thinks something else.
well, if we're doing it like this, Belphemon Rage mode versus the yellow vaccine, you just go into your level 6. That's all you do.
Yeah, then I guess it would be higher than vaccine then.
Yeah, that's the thing. Once you read on there that all level 5s get deleted, okay, I'll just go into a level 6.
Well, then you also have the tamer that does that, or you just play the option card.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It depends.
It really depends.
It's just matchups you really have to see.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
You have to look at the new Leviamon's cards too.
Mm,
'Cause
Well-
that strategy as well.
Well, this is you can do that, but people were just using Belphemon Rage mode as a crutch. So whenever we got the X antibodies.
I'm not saying in Leviamon decks. I'm just saying you can use the Leviamon stuff in Belphemon.
Yeah, you can.
True.
You can, but buying.
Well, at that point, you could run the, what is it, a Ravenmon or Ravemon or whatever. You can run that too.
Speaking of Ravemon,
Ironically enough.
Speaking of Ravemon, moving on.
I wish it was cool.
It's cope or tier 3.
It's cope, bro. It's so cope. You know what? I'll give Old Force a buddy.
I don't know if
Actually-
that's what I'm trying to wonder.
Actually, hold up. I'll move Sequoia up to Old Force, and I put Ravemon in the fucking bottom. Because good fucking lord, this deck is the definition of cope. The fact that Urban pulled the Ghost Rare version of this and immediately sold it says everything about this fucking deck. This deck is just not good. This is supposed to represent Red Vaccine.
Oh, I've
Never
never
seen
seen
it before.
Dragons.
It can. I mean, that'd be Examon then. Yeah, where's Examon at?
Examon would be Examon, not 4 Great Dragons.
Well, isn't Examon 4 Great Dragons? I don't know anything about that.
Oh,
No.
4 Great
No, X-Mon's
Dragons.
his own thing.
He's a Royal Knight.
deck.
Azumon,
never mind.
Goldmon, and
Still.
Magneton.
Still, put this shit right here. This deck just doesn't see play, if I'm being honest.
Now, if there's birds on here somewhere, I feel like it's a little bit higher, but...
No, birds.
Oh, there it is. Phoenix Mon, Roadside Apocalypse. I
Uh,
feel like birds would be tier 2.
I think it's above Darknamon.
Okay. I could kind of agree with that.
The new option card. I played it with Eric. the new option card that lets you just play out a Sora, and you just get to do all kinds of shit, gain so much memory and stuff. It almost feels like they did a red purple thing going on with it. It really is fun, and it's really effective.
And I feel like it does get buffed a little whenever the two cards come out in the either next set or
the X antibody cards are going to help this deck out so
I feel
much.
like it would make it rogue at that point.
Yeah.
So tier one,
Tier
it's
one.
just been taken over.
Yeah.
So.
Well, let's just put it at the top. I love this deck. I
don't
think
know
so.
DP reduction. Well, no, on deletion effect.
Yeah, on deletion effects. It just benefits for you playing the game. This deck, great.
I don't know if it wasn't for the Marcuses being able to hit still.
Yeah.
I think it's more of like, do you outgrow your opponent? Because again, like almost every single new Amon has an on deletion.
Yeah. I don't know.
And then you can also block too with the inheritables, depending on how big your stack is. So that's why that one's a hard one. But it's honestly, it probably is not here.
There were two new Amon decks at the end of the regionals, so clearly this thing is facing everything else and doing it well. D Brigade.
With the new stuff, you sure?
Yeah.
I'd be a tier lower, sadly, buddy.
No, I agree with that. The tier lower.
No. I don't think
I wish it was up there.
But
that's so weird.
even you yourself have said that you hate the new support.
I do hate the new support. I wish there was another one so I can tell the difference, but there's not one. So if you're just doing the regular Commandramon Swarm, it's like right there. Maybe.
No, I wouldn't say that.
I have won two tournaments with Digipolice. Definitely is better than Bloomlord. Definitely better than Belfa. Definitely better than Black War. Definitely better than all this stuff. The only thing that really it can go up against is Red Hybrid and of course Yellow Vaccine now. Now, if we're talking about the Oryukin version, to where I want to put that shit somewhere else, that shit is like right below Dark Knightmon. Like that's honestly where I feel like the new Digipolice shit is. It's just not good. I hate that. I hate that version. But that's my 2 cents about it. But the regular old Commandramon, it's about Bloomlord. Just because Bloomlord just don't do anything. You can just block with your big dude, and you can just save, and the piercing don't go through either. And Belfamon don't really do very much against it because Belfamon, you actually benefit from your Commandramons getting deleted, so... And you can just keep blocking Belfamon because Belfamon does not have piercing.
Unless you play the level 5.
Unless you play the level 5.
Yeah. Which I'm working on that, so...
Good. Urban?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mill deck?
It depends if you go the Lilithmon route or if you go Ghoulmon. But it's gonna be tier 2 regardless.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if
In my opinion.
Oh, this shit is on here. Holy hell.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, okay. Put it right there. Fuck that deck.
Damn.
Is there another one? Is there a Lilithmon version? Surely to God there is.
Yeah, I don't see a Chaos Gallon either.
I guess not. Okay. That's alright. I guess this was a little... I don't know. It depends on the pilot.
Because Lilithmon is or you want to use your options more when you get that Lilithmon. But Ghoulmon is you on swing you mill your opponent out for every I don't know on one attack. I can't remember the effect.
Yeah, that's fair.
But,
It's just kind of a worser Beazel.
Yeah.
Because it just doesn't get to mill as fast.
yeah.
Yeah, Fenrir's tier 1.
Yeah, it's tier 1. There's no
Unless you hit it with a Crimson Blade.
How was the Machine Dramon game against it?
good. You just block. you just block. You just turn your
Just
cards.
blocking redirect, that's fair enough.
You just turn your cards sideways and say, "That's it." It has a horrible pairing up against it. I would like to believe Mirage Mirage is good against because you just bounce it to hand, so they don't get their trash effects. Shine Gray just DP my, and of course Platinum Nume is just faster.
Platinum Nume is like the fastest thing on this list.
It really
At the
is.
moment. And I don't think there is much faster
If
than it.
Platinum Numemon wasn't up here, this would be up here, but it's not. Emperor Greymon is just not as fast as Numemon apparently.
No.
BT, yeah, BT14. This is just the Warp Greymon.
I think this is just you're playing Greymon, the X antibodies.
Yeah.
You're not really playing like the black variation, which is weird because you kind of
Yeah, it's
in some
alright.
versions.
It's alright. Like, maybe in the right hands it's good, but it's just, man. I don't even know what this,
I have not seen that deck played in so long. Cope.
I'm assuming, yeah. Okay.
You might just want to grab some of the ones that we can tell, honestly, because some of these you kind of looking at it, it's like none of these are played right now at all.
I'm gonna say that this is the Dark Masters, but using
There is an Apocalypse Mon down there.
Yeah, that's just the Apocalypse deck. This is the Dark
Master.
Dark Masters with the Omnimon as the top end only. I would say that this is definitely in Rogue. You basically high roll. Once you high roll, you win. But if you just don't see your pieces and you break on level 7s, it's just kind of shit. So I'll put them at top of tier 2. It's
a Mega Zoo deck.
It's a Mega Zoo deck. Agubond, Gabubond, Ios.
I wouldn't say that about Gabubond.
Really?
Blue Hybrid is a little stronger now.
Blue.
And they use Gabubon as like their top end.
Ain't no way. This shit.
Yeah, he's got a deck on it if I'm correct.
This shit ain't even getting past this bullshit.
All right.
Ain't no fuck way. This shit is shit. This shit is shit. New support? Maybe.
Well, we're looking at now, so.
Yeah, now. Hell no. It's definitely not above it's definitely above Raymon because Raymon don't do shit. Iosmon.
Cool. Not until that new support comes
Yeah,
out.
I put it at the bottom of B. Actually, no.
No, it's in Cope.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's the one white deck that.
It got one card in 14, and then
Beelstar.
I think this is supposed to be Beal
Pistol
Mervo?
Rush.
No, this is Beelstar, so you just play your 7 cost option cards, which it did get support because 7th Lightning is a 7 cost.
It's just one card, though.
Yeah. I see it using bills, and people are getting up there in rankings. I say Rogue, though, because it depends on the pilot again.
I don't know if it's better than some of the decks we have in 2, though.
Oh, I think it. This deck definitely clears Imperial, Birds, Royal Knights easily. Definitely Dark Knightmon, definitely Imperial Dramon, definitely, because you don't care if your Beelstar gets blown up, you'll get it back out. That's how I feel about it. Blue Hybrid, kind of,
It's A.
Probably be above Goal, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I feel. Yellow Hybrid, I feel like it's the same. It's not the
same. Blue's got more support.
No, I would say yellow is a little bit better than blue because you get access to vaccines now.
It depends. You can also whiff on a lot of searchers.
You can. I'll put it above that. Bugs. Right
is
now,
that
Shiba?
that's
Is that Hercules Caputeriumon or is that
Rhino Caputeriumon?
I think since we're in the
Rhino.
hybrid category, I think we're in hybrids.
Rhino's
Oh, it is.
not
It is. It is
touched.
green hybrid. You're right. It is green
Yeah.
hybrid. But bugs.
There we go.
Bugs.
There we go.
I'll put it in Rogue.
That's
Yeah, I'd
cool.
say it's
I'll put it in Rogue. It's pretty good. I have no idea what the fuck that is.
What was it? Can you
That's
go
purple
back to it?
hybrid.
That's purple.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a.
That is the worst hybrid, sadly.
Yeah, I put it in the right place then. What the fuck is this? I don't even know what the fuck this is.
Melomistamon.
Huh?
Melomistamon.
Oh, it's
I'd say bottom of
Melomistamon.
tier 2 right now.
I would say. Yeah, right
Until it
now.
gets later support.
Yeah, I agree. Melga.
Rogue.
No.
Y'all got hit bad. You now have to play blue base.
It's
Or a weird toolbox, which kind of works, kind of doesn't.
It's honestly just a little bit better than Imperial right now. It's kind of sad. Melga's just... It's just not there anymore because it has the same problem as Black War does, where it just bricks like a motherfucker.
How are you building your deck, sir?
I have built it so many ways. I have shuffled so many different ways, and it just... What happens with every, whether this is Greymon or Garurumon, is you will always, for some reason, put your X antibody in raising, and you will hard play out your regular level 3. You'll never put your level 3 and then your X antibody. It's stupid. I hate it. It sucks. I don't like it. Magnamon, right now, anyways.
Demon armor.
I don't know where to put this.
I think Rogue. I'm trying to debate if it would go into Gatekeeper, though.
No. I faced Jay's last night, but that's Jay's deck, so it's... I don't know.
Urban, you think your bugs would get beaten out by Magna?
I think bugs would be better.
Yeah, well, it would get... yeah, because Armor Purge.
Well, it depends on what they get up to in Magna, because if they armor purge
They have
X...
to delete the Digimon, don't they?
Hmm?
They piercing, don't they have to?
Yeah,
Digimon?
after the Digimon. Yeah.
So that's
so it wouldn't go through then.
It wouldn't go through, no.
And the only way I can out the Armor Purge is going into the Hercules Kabuteru X, which it'll the bottom deck their suspended Digimon.
Okay.
On Digivolve.
I see. So this for right now. Well. I'll put Billstar on the bottom of Rogue.
I just have to fight Jay with it.
Not letting it past Jesmon. Like, I kind of like Armor Rush and I want to build it, but I can't let it get past Jess.
Once BT16 comes out, this is immediately going up here.
Oh, definitely. But
well, right
as
now,
of the moment, I don't think it goes past Jess.
Yeah. Galemon.
That's Gatekeeper.
Yeah, I put it next to Black War, honestly.
Yeah, but I would
because it's essentially the same thing. Go hand in hand with
what
it.
is that right there? Fucking... There we go. I would say it's a little bit better than Black War.
Thank God.
Yeah.
I have something.
Yeah. I would say...
I know I'm going to get hurt in a few fucking decks.
Yeah. It's just this is way more consistent, and you actually see your game on pieces, and it has a lot more effects going on than this one does.
The reason I like that one more is, like, with Black War, you have to build up a little bit so you can control more. With that one, you can just put pieces on board and swing, and then you maybe block something.
Exactly. Alphamon.
Rogue. I think it's still decent. You have all the Dorumon pieces.
I'll agree with that.
I mean, you have ways to just tuck cards underneath, and you can get into Oryoken pretty decent.
It has a really cool effect, being able to rewind time. The Oryoken's pretty fun. It's kind of rare to see that nowadays. Urban. Let's be honest, buddy. Let's be honest.
That's Rogue.
No. Let's be honest, man. Let's be honest with Mother.
High tier 2.
Do you think it beats Wargrey? That's how I'm looking at it right now.
Wargrey X?
Yeah. The tier 2 is just like Wargrey X.
I would put it in tier 3 above the Featuremon.
It should able to.
I feel like it beats out some of the decks in tier 2, though. Especially some of those hybrid ones.
Oh, yeah, the hybrid. Well...
But the problem is it takes so long to get anything with it.
Do you think Old Force is beating it, though?
No.
Do y'all have blockers in the deck? I forget.
I don't think so. It does?
We do. Yeah.
What is the blocker?
I think it's Jerry.
No, it's the green dude.
Oh, the big chunky guy. Yes, I know what you mean. It's like number 5 or something.
Yeah, but Ulforce can just OTK you though.
No, that's what I'm trying to think. Like,
And or you
I think
can
they're
just blocks.
They're more or less
Not,
equivalent.
not
I
if I
would
put out
say.
that gatekeeper.
And
We got to get to gatekeeper, and at that point,
No, but they can hit it in
deck's already got
security.
other stuff.
They can hit it in security.
No,
He plays
man.
out for free.
Well, you gotta have 2, don't you?
No, you can have 1.
This deck just relies so much to where you see the mothers used in other decks than the actual mother deck.
Yeah.
you have to run it in the actual mother deck.
Yeah.
But you see the mother card being played in other, like hell, I used it in fucking Machine Dramon, and I won won tournaments with Machine Dramon and mother combo than mother ever did. So I have to put it in tier 3. I don't think it's better than Sakiyamon, and I don't think it's better than Old Force. Now, this is debatable, but man.
Hold on before you go to that Omnimon. I want to look at these pictures real fast. I don't see not Jort. Nope, Alteress is there. So the only thing I can imagine is that Omnimon is like a Mega Zoo Omnimon deck.
Yeah, but we already technically have that.
I think. Well, yeah, I mean, but that's more.
I guess. I guess we.
That,
can
I don't know.
Put it
Yeah,
right
that would
there.
be dope, honestly. That
Oh
sounds
yeah,
good.
I agree.
Mega Zoo Omni until that Ace comes out.
Until this comes out, yeah. Justimon, yeah.
I've got plans.
It's a little better. It's a little better.
It
Nah,
also
it's-
technically got support with the Machine Dramon stuff because it's Cyborg and Machine.
Is it better than Mother?
Technically.
I don't think it's better than
Yes.
Mother. I think Mother. Really?
I think it's better than Mother
Mother's
because you don't run. That's just the top end. That's the level 6s just on. The rest of it is essentially any Cyborg Machine deck.
Oh yeah.
So you can get up to it a lot
That's
faster.
fair.
So you don't have to worry
Fine.
about getting your searchers to get your other cards.
Yeah, you also unsuspend.
I think it's also more
launch.
consistent. I don't know.
Yeah.
I would put it a little bit higher on 3.
The only thing you kind of
Personally.
whipped on is your Dragmons, if that's or not Dragmons, Cyberdramons, but then it's a cyborg.
Yeah.
So
Sideboard.
Well, you can still search for that too. So
You had me at consistency.
I think the
Eric.
pickle would be the only pickle.
Mother's
is
more
if you get the
consistent
other level
than that.
6s.
You just
because
play
you just
the
keep
one
cycling
searcher.
Yeah, and you just everything's D Reaper or Searcher. So what's more
Yo.
consistent than that?
on the record, we all know off the record, Logan just hates Malik.
I know I don't. No, I don't.
I've never whiffed on a search in my life.
Yeah, because you only just draw a
You
card.
search and get a searcher. What are you talking
You
about?
just draw
Exactly.
a card.
Consistency.
He's consistent. That's fair.
Yeah. Now, I would love to see a Mother versus Galactic Mon matchup. I would love
It
to
happened.
see.
We can do it
It was
again.
close. Yeah, we can do it again.
I want to record it though. I think that would be awesome to see. Gallantmon.
It was fun.
Is this just the one
That's-
Gallantmon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, go
Crimson
into
mode.
Crimson.
Tier 2.
If I had to say,
I want to say
Gallantmon.
Rogue, but I look at some of the low tier 2 stuff, and I'm like, I look at my Imperial deck, and I'm like, I think Imperial's like faster though. But then again, I haven't done my Imperial versus my Gallant, so it's
It all
Yeah.
depends on if you get all your pieces
Yeah.
in the order you need it for Gallimon. If you do, it's OTK easy. You don't have
So-
to worry about it.
here's my thing. If you manage to go into Crimson mode, it's engage.
If you get to that point, you've already won.
oh yeah, you're just trashing cards to go for a swing.
But if you're just going into just whatever Gallantmon that you have in hand, and you're just swinging, and you're just lever stack there, just suspended,
It's gonna get deleted.
it's gonna
so
get
quickly,
deleted.
yeah.
So I would say top of tier 2.
That's fair.
It's bad because like I love the deck.
I know. I know. It has some of the.
Melga's better than it though.
It has some of the best alt arts too.
Oh, that's what we're going off of.
But
Okay.
God Almighty, I agree with you. I don't think it's better than Melga. And
It really comes down to some of these. You just have to see the game and the pilot.
I would kind of say it's equivalent to Melga because
Yeah.
their end game is essentially the same.
Yeah.
It's only because of the limits is why it makes it hard for Melga.
Yeah.
Doorbrick. Is this Dragon Links? Is this considered Dragon Links?
No,
No,
I
That's
thought
its
that
own
was
thing.
considered Chaos Gallant.
No.
That's its own Digicross.
Dobrik is just random
it's
dinosaurs,
just random
but it's not
dinosaurs.
like dino control. So
I don't know anything about this deck then, besides
It's
just
pretty
running
good.
Dragon Links.
I'd say it's decent. I would just put it.
Yeah, low tier 2. It's pretty
Yeah.
good.
There's so many random just dinosaur cards that
Yeah.
you can dig your house off of its effects.
I'll put a buffer on that. So why not?
Damn.
Aegistramon.
Not as strong as it was when it came out.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's that high.
Oh, really? Okay.
I think it's a little lower because it hasn't really gotten new support.
I'll put it below my.
Now it's got new fish cards
It does.
and stripping cards, but again,
it
it's
does.
nothing that's like, oh, when played from the sources. The only thing I can think of is the Seedramon.
Yeah, it's alright.
And even then, it just gives them rush, and that's it.
It's alright. Jerko. Yeah.
What is that?
This is Purple Imperial.
Oh yeah.
Just wait till
I
the
forget
next
that's even a
set
thing.
voids.
Yeah. No. Examon. Izzy plays this deck.
I will say I think it's above the Rosemon, though. Or Crusadionmon, not Rosemon.
Where the fuck is Chris? Who the fuck is Crusadionmon?
Lowest tier 3 thing you got.
Oh, that thing? Oh, that's fair. Okay.
Now this is confusing because I don't know if it's just another boss monster.
I
chess monster, or
think
it's confusing.
this is supposed to represent security control, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, I figured that would have been a Magnamon, but all right,
No, because the Mitamamon is right there.
that's not Magnamon.
No, never mind.
Which is weird because the Kentarosmon is up there, and that's the same
Yeah,
thing as.
well, I don't know.
We'll leave some of these out.
Yeah, we'll just put that right there, and we'll just put this like
Security control. Sadly, because it keeps.
I don't know. Security control. If this is security control, it did just win worlds.
But it was handed. It was handed.
That deck is the purest autopilot.
Because I mean,
in
what
my
kind of?
opinion.
It was handed. It was just handed to him. I mean, congrats to Pete. He's a good player.
He is a good
Really
player. It's
but
just
the ruling, the OT ruling was just in his favor.
Yeah, it was. So I'll put it right here because it just depends on the player. It's the pilot. That's really this. Poor Omnimon Alter S.
I don't think it's that high, brother.
Could it essentially be the same as the Zwart stuff?
No. It just bricks like a motherfucker.
I think that's the main thing is like you can brick so hard, and if you don't draw like the level to
So
create the other
hard.
level, it's bad. I've watched Scott play it too many times.
No, I do think it's better than Oryuken. I definitely think it's better than this shit.
I think you just hate that shit.
I hate it so
Yeah,
much.
Oryuken's getting some beef. I don't know where that's coming from.
I don't know, like
If I wanted it, it'll be dead already.
I mean, this tier list is already kind of how you want it.
Yeah, this is your tier list. We don't know.
Justin,
Yo,
I found the promo Coagamons I thought I lost that you gave me.
go.
Is
They're only
this
$40.
is this supposed to be the other Leomon?
Just fortitude.
Fortitude?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
like
Which one?
just pure like fortitude. It's not heavy Leo.
Oh,
Heavy
okay.
Leo's not on here, weirdly enough.
I'll put it.
Yeah, it is.
No, yeah, it is.
It
It's
is,
just a
sure.
normal art.
Now,
Well, your
here's
AAs are on here.
Leopardmon.
Built it,
High tier 2?
somewhat test it. I would say
I don't know if it's that high.
I don't know if it's that. I would put it behind birds right now, just because we
Okay.
haven't tested it enough.
Okay, that's fair.
But I think it is good though.
Oh, Eric.
I
Right.
know.
I think it's at least rogue or higher
Yeah, I kind of agree.
because it's now way more consistent.
Mhm.
I agree. I don't think it's above security control though.
No, security
I
control's
think
got an
I make
advantage on
security
it.
control like top rogue
Yeah.
because again, it's
Yeah.
free. I hate it.
I think it's better than Oryuken. I think it's better than Beelstar. I don't think it's better than Bugs though.
It's just not affected, so that matchup's hard.
Yeah.
And I
But-
think everything else is faster than it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll put it right there. I feel confident in it. Heavy Leo though. Heavy Leo-
Definitely, I'd say it's another good rogue contender.
Yes.
I
it is.
would-
It's consistent,
I
there's plenty of
would-
Leomon cards.
I would even say it's a gatekeeper. I would even give it that because this, if you don't know about Fortitude, you're gonna learn real quick. You're
I
gonna.
love when you say that, but the other Fortitude deck, you're like, oh, fuck it.
Yeah, I don't care. I only know about Heavy Leo with his Fortitude. I think it's a good gatekeeper deck. Just because you really don't have to pilot it that well to get it. But if you're like urban,
troll, but like I don't think a security troll has. We've never seen like a regional top game or anything with that versus heavy Leo. So
yeah,
that could be something really good.
Yeah, because even if you delete it, I don't know. Well, I'll just have to see the matchup.
Ruling question, Mr. Judge. So isn't it if it got deleted by Fortitude? Say if it got something like minus security attack, and then it hit like a Gaia Force in case it had another check, gets deleted. Wouldn't it come back as a new Digimon?
As a new Digimon, yes.
Like, okay, so yeah, that's
it's a new Digimon. So if effect says, "Oh, this Digimon gains minus security attack," once it comes back, it's a new Digimon.
Interesting.
Grace.
The more I play this, the better I think it is. You just brick sometimes. It really needs the cards in 16. I'm trying to think, is it better than Edamon right now? Because it's very consistent, especially if you get cards.
Yeah, once you get your stack going.
It's just like every game I've played recently is good. It's just every now and then you get those bricky hands, and then you mulligan and get a worse hand.
I think it's rare.
I think that's a little too high, but
that may be a little too high.
I think it's better than Galacticon.
With what it has now, I think it's too high.
Yeah, I think it's better than
I would say it's better than Galactimon, but I don't think it's better than Armor.
I'll take your word for it.
That's just my opinion. I've never played the deck myself, so I don't really have...
I'll take your word
Well,
for it.
actually... No, because Armor Purge, you can read.
You see, that's what I was thinking, too. If it wasn't for the Armor Purge...
I'm thinking the high end, like, say you go Apollomon, and then there's strip sourcing, so therefore... It might be higher than Armor Purge.
Yeah, because theoretically they wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah, you're right.
Because if they redirect, you now swing into it with a lot of DP if you have Apollomon. Then you, by Apollomon's effect, you would more than likely let someone was removed from security. But if you go Dianamon route, then you're stripping sources. So
this is the Deva deck.
Haven't seen enough of it. I think it would be tier 2 though.
Is that the
Around
Pure
probably
Deva?
This is the Pure Devas.
Like Feng Longmon?
Yeah.
It is really good.
I think it's just Rogue. Like, we're in a format now.
Because it runs like 2 or 3 different types of aces in itself that it can slow down the game and it floods the board.
By all means,
it's just it's situational.
Such a unique playstyle too.
Such a unique playstyle. It's a fun deck though.
Question mark? Digiburst?
Digiburst?
Cope. It's
Digiburst
never coming
Black
back.
War? No.
Moving on. We're not talking about RENAMON. I don't want to talk about him.
Done for it.
I'm for it.
That's gonna be Rogue, I'd say.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Rogue. I'm gonna say it's above.
Like it's decent right now. I think it's gonna be the bottom of Rogue.
Okay, that's fine. Rookie. This is Rookie Rush.
I think that's meant to be just Red Rookie Rush, kind of, because that's been the main one topping, kind of.
But like in the middle of
Rogue. It just depends. Gamamon.
Rogue.
What about with the new cards? You don't think it'd be around Gatekeeper, man?
You know what? I will give it that because it humbled my Machine Dramon. I'll give it that. And plus, I kind of like the deck now.
Oh, okay.
Amphibimon.
I'd say somewhere in tier 2, maybe
Tier 2?
Gate. Or not Gate, but maybe Rogue.
Yeah, because I can run the source strip stuff too.
This is one of those that, again, like, if your opponent's faster, then it's bad.
Put these down.
And it doesn't have protection.
Yeah, I think that. Dear Rabbit.
Haven't seen it played enough. Can't really give an opinion on this.
Once you know the gimmick of this deck, it's the same thing with bugs, but worse.
Isn't it the same thing as like every recent green deck? Just suspend them and you have piercing?
And yeah, but once they swing, they're still suspended, so you just swing into it and just kill the stack. It's whatever. Mastamon, right now?
With vaccine, I think it's still decent.
I'll put it in tier 2.
That low.
Tier 2, yeah, just because the vaccine stuff alone, you know.
It boosted it from like the grave, honestly.
I will put it above the Greymon.
That's fair, because again, the vaccine stuff
Yeah.
is very powerful.
Oh, Ragnarlord.
That's tier 3.
No.
Subas are nice.
Ragnar
Didn't get much else
Ragnarlord.
though.
Once you go into the Ragnarlord, that just says it cannot be affected by anything. It's a great deck. You have to get there though. I think it's above Gallant though.
No, Gallant's got
No.
more to it right now.
Gallant's got more to it. I don't think it's better than Imperial then.
Bro, you're tripping. I'm sorry. I love Ragna. The one card really kind of did help, but again, like Imperial's still like too fast.
Well, then
Mass is still
Mastamon
better
is
than that.
Chaos Degradation.
Now at the War Grey, because this isn't really that, there might be okay. What you thinking, Urban? You're my other
I'm
Ragna
thinking
player.
it's tier 3. It's tier 3.
It's tier 3? You really
It's
sure?
tier 3.
It would
I
have
know
to
it's
be
tier
top of
3.
Tier 3 then.
I'll put it on
Yeah,
top.
it's tier 3.
I'll put it on top of tier 3 then.
No matter how
It'd
you
be
see
that
it.
low.
I don't know. Bottom of tier
It's-
2. Let's do bottom tier 2.
No.
Let's do bottom of tier 2. I mean, it's because it's better than Sakuyamon, and it's better than Justimon, it's better than Old Force, and it's better than Mother. I feel like this would be good enough anyway. I feel that way though. But if y'all both vote this then goes into the fucking dumpster with shitty Digipolice, I'm more than happy to do that.
Well, yeah, I'd say it'd either be top of Tier 3 or it's a low Tier 2.
Urban.
Because again, this is another one like Grace Nova, except it's not as consistent. Is like you either get the God Hand or you brick.
Yeah.
It's above Justimon, I can tell you that.
Okay. There you
If it can get there.
go.
Yeah, if we can get there.
This
Go ahead, Logan.
this motherfucker. I'm so glad
Do
nobody's.
we think Numa is better?
I think Numemon is better.
There's just too many on deletion effects.
There's too many
of Numa.
on-deletion effects. God fucking forbid. Now, by all means, I think they're tied because yes, on deletion, but summoning sickness is still a thing. You just swing
That
3.
doesn't matter. On deletion effects, like if they
3
still get deleted, they still get deleted.
3 checks with piercing. I think it can hold up. I think it can.
Definitely.
I have to see the matchup. I'll just have to see it. Pokemon, you're putting
Which
there.
we've already weirdly discussed, so it's weird. And wait, but then there's Sukamon again, but you just the blue one now.
I don't care.
I think we're kind of reaching the end here.
Yeah, we are.
Starting to get repeatish ones.
Well, we'll save the new start deck for last. This is Digimon. This is just going to be in
It's
tier
kind of Restyrana still.
two. This is the Kudahamon.
Just put it right beside
yeah,
Sakuya.
I'm
It's
just gonna
the
do
same
that.
thing.
This is Gray Nightmon.
Whatever's correct, because you try to play two archetypes together and they don't.
They
They're
don't-
better alone.
Yeah, they're better alone. This is Craniumon, the blocker deck.
I feel like it's a little bit, but it's not that better.
Where do you think?
I'd put it lower if I'm being honest, because Blocker's got a lot of support. Put it behind
I think it's
all the
different
rest, or
Digimon.
you can also get that Crusadeum on like down there, brother. You putting it too high.
Yeah, I keep forgetting it's there.
I think it's
Mame.
just dinosaurs.
I think this is a green gotcha, actually.
Really?
I think this is supposed to be a green gotcha because you use this in green gotcha. I don't know
It
about green.
might be.
I don't know about green gotcha. I'm putting it out there.
Me neither.
And lastly, the new starter deck.
I hate
Um,
that.
I mean, I did
Deeper?
win a tournament with this thing.
That's one tournament.
Just one tournament. You're right.
Got another one coming up.
We got another one coming up.
I think it's somewhere in Gatekeeper. I would just have to put it low, just because it's still a little too early.
But it has access to Digivolve, though.
One card. It's a 1 level 5 that you only play 4 of, and that's your only level 5.
I will see it though. I saw it every time when I played it. Every round I saw it. It was in my hand.
Well, Leomon technically has 3 versions
That's
of
what I'm
Digivolve.
saying. But the blast is so good, and it stuns your shit. It's kind of a better Rosemon, because I clapped so much Rosemon cheeks too. But is it better than Bloomlord? I don't know.
I feel like a lot of these tiers is, again, they can be rearranged. There was just so much you were trying to do here. And a lot of them, we just have to see the matchup.
Yeah, I just have to see the matchup. I feel comfortable putting it out there. But yeah, that's the tier list. Look at all my decks.
One of these days, we're just going to get hate comments and be like, you guys are so dumb.
Somebody's gonna be like, "Nuh-uh, you didn't put Green Gotcha in tier 3. What about my Rust Tyrannomon?
Better than Dark Dramon.
Nuh-uh, my Rust Tyrannomon belongs in tier 1 category. It's the best deck ever." Said that.
Rust Tyrannomon would never be good unless it gets a whole new Evo line.
It needs 2 new.
Well, I don't know if it needs a full new Evo line. It just needs some cards.
It just needs something. The fact that somebody at one of the locals I went to for my first one played this in the green tournament, and it was dead last out of 26 players, says something about this fucking deck.
You know what the bad part is you told me about this. Afterwards, the man played Bloomlord. So
Yeah, he pulled out Bloomlord. I'm like, the fuck? You could have played time? I guess he just didn't care. I think he just wanted the participation Terramon, which I don't blame him for. But,
just to play and have fun with people.
Yeah.
Because it was only a special Green Cup tournament, which I think we should honestly do something with.
Yeah.
Next tournament, we all play Rust Tyrannomon.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
The deck I don't have, of course.
Nah, Gray probably will swoop in and be like, I'm playing Bloomlord. I don't care.
But I'm just saying, like, sit there, make our own cup. Maybe someone that hosts it brings, like, a prize cards or something.
I would love.
Welcome to the Gallantmon Cup. You're only playing red. There's an AABT13 Gallantmon for grab.
I would love a Diaboromon Cup where you just play. You get like a chance for the Blastace Diaboromon because you're gonna need those, but you just play mono black decks.
Well, sir, the way it's looking in 3 structure decks, we'll get another one. Maybe it'll be Diabora.
I hope so.
Because that's what it's looking. It's going to be 2 decks, an advanced deck, 2 decks, then another advanced deck.
I had to poop. What happened?
We put this is the tier list, Eric.
Is there any changes you would make? Poop number 1?
Poop to the moon.
No.
Because I'm not going to try to change any of it. I think most of it's kind of where we wanted it, and nothing's going to be perfect. A lot of it just depends on matchups that we haven't seen.
I just want to point out how many decks from like BT13 and forward are still up here. Like even BT12, like Hunters had 1 card that you just added, maybe, and it's still doing so fucking well. Like, I like playing this deck. This deck is fun. It's just, it's not fun for your opponent. At all. And...
Isn't that more or less the end game of every deck, though?
Yeah. Mirage, still good. Fucking Shine Great, still fucking good. Emperor, still good. Bloomlord will always be good because unless they just ban the holy hell out of it and just straight up ban Bloomlord, then you can't really do anything but play it.
The one I'm really excited for is the fact that Beezel is still good, and all they did was get like 2 cards being a Wizardmon X antibody and an X antibody from 12.
Yep.
It's wild.
And this deck, you have to have a special skill to run this deck. This deck requires you, because I've saw Dylan, who's our resident Beelzemon player. He has dug through his entire deck, and he looked at his security, looked back at his deck, and he already knows what's in his security because he mills so much.
Yep.
I'm like, God damn, man.
It's a skill. It's really cool.
I can't.
It's one of those where it's like muscle memory, because if you play a deck for so long, and that's what I mainly know him for, is like, even though I haven't met him in person, it's just Beezel, is like, you know what your all is.
I tried. I try to pilot it. I'm too stupid, I guess. I'm too stupid to fucking.
He looks at it differently than everyone else does, and I think that's the magic.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Malik has a Beelstar deck. And
I didn't know that.
He does.
No, that's right. He does. I remember that. I don't think I've played it though.
He just told me that, I just didn't put in the level 5s. And I'm like, okay, are you ever gonna put it back? Oh, when I get around to it. And that was like during BT12, so.
Well.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's the deck list.
That's the deck list. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
good
that's
deck.
the deck list, guys. Let me just burn it back over here. Oh, that's all fucked up. Oh well, whatever. I don't give a fuck. I'll fix it later.
You'll fix it in post.
Yeah, I'll fix it on post. Oh wait, I know. Just turn off the fucking stop streaming.
You are so smart.
Yeah. There we go. Okay. I don't care about editing now. Who wants to carry us out? Maybe somebody besides Eric.
For once.
Justin, since he missed last week.
Yeah.
All
Justin.
right. I guess since I didn't miss him, then you should egg up Digi-Doods.